So the Army announced a new physical fitness test called the ACFT. It stands for the Army Combat Fitness Test. I called it the Army Cripples Females Test because apparently a service women's advocacy group is saying that the new ACFT is going to cause irreparable harm to the Army by causing women to fail. So let's pull up Safari here where I've got, and I know you guys dog me for using Safari, but that's okay. So the Service Women's Advocacy Group says the ACFT could deal irreparable harm. The Service Women's Action Network, or SWAN. Now, I've heard of SWAN. Have you guys heard of SWAN? They do some good stuff. We reported on SWAN other times. They do some good stuff, but I don't know if I think that this is good. You guys let me know what you think. So SWAN is a voice for service women and women veterans, which is important, okay? I am a big supporter of women veterans getting the equal treatment and respect and rights that male veterans get. I talk about that on the show all the time, so don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But SWAN calls for further study of the Army Combat Fitness Test, saying that the decision to implement the test on October 1st was rash because too many otherwise qualified soldiers are failing elements of the test. We are concerned that the considerable time and effort each soldier will have to commit to reaching and maintaining the high levels of strength the ACFT demands, especially over a career that spans 20 or 30 years, will reduce the emphasis on other attributes important in combat such as leadership, trust, and teamwork. The group pushed for a study of the ACFT that would look at the impact it has on accession and retention, risks of injury, which includes, here to say, career prospects for women and other soldiers, and the training for and exercising other critical combat and MOS skills. Swan's letter comes a month after two senators wrote to the heads of the House and Senate Armed Services Committee, raising considerable concerns they have over how the test could negatively impact soldiers' careers. Specifically, Senator Kristen Gillibrand of New York, who I believe ran for president this last year, and Rick Blumenthal from Connecticut singled out preliminary test scores that were leaked in 2019, which showed an 84% fail rate for women compared to 30% for men. So 84% of women were failing this test. At this point, you might be asking yourself, what is the Army ACFT? Well, I've got the official website pulled up right here. So this is the official Army ACFT website, and right up at the top, it shows people working out, men and women, all different shapes and sizes. And here's the overview. The Army Combat Fitness Test will better connect fitness with combat readiness for all soldiers. Its goals are to improve soldier and unit readiness, transform the Army's fitness culture, reduce preventable injuries and attrition, enhance mental toughness and stamina. The implementation period. In October 2020, the ACFT becomes the Army's PT test. Soldiers may temporarily utilize the plank exercise in lieu of the leg tuck to assist in transitioning. Every year, active Army AGR soldiers will take 2 ACFTs. Reserve and Guard soldiers will take 1 ACFT. No adverse administrative actions will be taken against a soldier for failing the ACFT, and a soldier's score or comments on performance will not be used administratively during the data collection period. So that means that there is a period of adaptation that will be in place to make sure people are doing okay and that things are checking out, that the test is an effective test. Now, what are the exercises? The exercises include 3 repetition maximum deadlift, standing power throw, hand release push-up arm extension, sprint drag carry, leg tuck, 2-mile run. And we can go down and check out some further details on this. So the maximum deadlift is going to be on a hex bar or a bar that you kind of stand in the middle of, and it surrounds you. So you can, then the website has ways to train for it, different techniques, and then why it's included. So application of common soldier tasks. So the deadlift is lifting and moving heavy loads from the ground, extracting a casualty on a litter. So the Army Combat Fitness Test is designed to replicate tasks you might be asked to do in the Army. The next one is the standing power throw, where you take a 10-pound medicine ball and throw it backwards over your head for distance. And then it shows you how to train. And the applications are throwing equipment onto or over an obstacle, lifting soldiers up, jumping across and over obstacles, employing progressive levels of force in man-to-man contact. Hand release push-up extension. So it shows you how to do one. Then the common applications, moving obstacles, pushing an opponent away, pushing a disabled vehicle, getting to and from the ground during evasion and maneuver, reaching out from the prone position when shooting, taking cover or low crawling. The sprint, drag, carry, where you're going to sprint and then drag a weighted sled and then carry a battle buddy. What do you carry? So you carry kettlebells. So you sprint, you drag a sled, then you carry kettlebells, and it has to do it. And then the common applications: reacting quickly to direct and indirect fire, building a hasty fighting position, extracting a casualty from a vehicle, carrying ammunition to a fighting position or vehicle. The leg tuck. You complete as many leg tucks as possible. That's where you basically bring your knees up to your elbows while hanging in a flexed arm position from a bar, a pull-up bar. And the applications are surmounting obstacles and walls, rope climbing, descending, or traversing. 2 mile run. Run 2 miles on a flat surface. Pretty easy, right? Dismounted movement, ruck march, and infiltration are the applications. And you have up to 21 minutes to do this for a, I guess, probationary score. What's the problem? So I think that that's fine. If that's causing irreparable harm to people, then they need to get in better shape, frankly. Swan says that the conclusion from data that they've drawn has not been good. The Army continues to pour money and resources into administering and preparing this flawed test instead of questioning the validity. I've heard so much positive feedback from people about this test. I've heard so much. I can't believe that now it is becoming a problem. Even from friends of mine, females who are soldiers, saying that they love this new test. Okay? That's anecdotal, but I've heard it from female soldiers that they love this new test, and they love that it's equal for men and women. There's no special test for women. It's the same. Women and men are expected to do the same stuff. Just get in better shape. This should be easy. That's an easy test. If you guys want to see me do this test, let me know in the comments and I'll do it. So the Army, then they say, lawmakers question the cost of equipment. The Army physical fitness test only required a $3 stopwatch, but the ACFT requires approximately $3,000 worth of equipment to put one individual through the test. Well, first of all, it's not $3,000 per individual because you can reuse the equipment throughout the day. Secondly, okay, $3,000 for someone's physical health. The prevention of chronic disease is diet and exercise. So I don't see how you can compare the cost of treating obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, sedentarianism, if that's a word, basically like the results of a sedentary lifestyle compared to the funds put into making people fit, which improves the readiness of the military as well. We can't have a fat military. Isn't that a big problem? Haven't I heard recently that there's an epidemic going around of the military being too overweight and can't accomplish their job? Are you kidding me? What is this? Look, they go on to say, it's no different than if you look at, let's say, an SAT. You go in the first time, some people do very well in all categories. Some people don't do well in math. And they realize they've got to study and practice math to come back and do well. That's what the diagnostic part of the implementation here. So you're going to take this test. And even if you fail, you just go back and you practice and then you come back and pass because you're not going to be disciplined for failing the first time. Seems like a reasonable plan. And I would love to take this physical fitness test. The Navy just made theirs lame with a plank. I mean, it used to be sit-ups, and people do agree that sit-ups are not the best exercise, but a plank is kind of lame too. And then they lowered their standards for body weight and body composition, so you can actually be fatter and slower now. I'm going to cover the Navy PFT on another video. This is all about the Army ACFT. So let me know what you guys think. Is the Army ACFT a sexist challenge? Should women have their own special test or special standards because it's going to do irreparable harm to their career? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I do not think so. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button up in the corner here and check out this next video. If you want, in the description down below, there's links where you can get ScuttleButt Show merch and find out how you can support the channel. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to talking to you guys very soon.